Hi everyone, this is Yana Smakula. Welcome back from my channel. Today I'm creating a card using the Spellbinders Checkmate collection. And this one is such a fun twist. It is inspired by chess, but what I really love about it is how versatile it is. You might think it's just for chess cards, but really it is not. You can make something bold, something elegant, something playful, and it works for just about anyone. It's kind of like a gender-neutral collection. Let me show you how this comes together. I'm starting my card with a layered harlequin stencil set. This set includes 5 stencil layers to build a chessboard style background for an A2 card, so 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches. I have a panel of white cardstock that is trimmed to an A2 size. This is hammermill cardstock, and I have it secured on my Alt-New grip mat. Now, quick tip here. I like to add clear acetate sheets around my stencil to protect my mat from ink and also to reduce stickiness so things don't cling too much while I'm ink blending. This is totally optional but very helpful, especially if you want to keep your mat nice and clean, because some types of inks are very hard to clean and they might stain your mat permanently. Now for color, I'm going for a bold yellow and teal color combination, but you can really take this in any direction. Think holiday palettes, seasonal colors. This design is incredibly flexible. You can ink blend this in, let's say, red and green, or orange and purple for Halloween, or different shades of green for like a spring plaid or that type of background. It's really fun and one that would require experimentation with different colors of ink. Now, I'm only using 2 of the stencil layers today that create the background because I want to keep some of that white space. That contrast really helps the design feel fresh and modern. If you prefer a fully covered background, you can absolutely use all of the layers. And that's why you have the 4 layers to ink blend the background. Once the blending is done, you can already see the classic harlequin pattern coming through, and it looks so good. Next, and this is where things really get interesting, I'm using the shadow stencil layer. This layer adds shadows of chess pieces, and it completely transforms the design. Instead of just placing a die cut on top, you are creating a story. I'm positioning a king shadow behind my main piece. The idea here is to create a concept card, something that says, even if you feel small, there's strength behind you. To do this, I carefully position the stencil and mask off the surrounding area. This part takes a little bit of patience, but so worth it. I'm blending black ink for the shadow to keep it bold and dramatic. You can use gray for a softer look, but I really wanted that strong contrast here to convey my message. Once you peel everything back, that reveal is just so satisfying. Now I add my sentiment using the Well Played Sentiments stamp set, and this is another product in this collection. There are so many clever greetings in here, but I'm choosing Hope Your Day is Full of Winning Moves to tie into the theme. Now before stamping, I like to place my die cut piece on the panel just to make sure everything fits nicely. It's a small step, but saves a lot of frustration later. Next, I'm adding texture using the Harlequin 3D embossing folder. This coordinates perfectly with the stencil pattern, so it enhances the design without overpowering. You can totally skip this embossing folder, but I feel like it is so worth it. Now, important tip, always do your stamping and ink blending before embossing. Once that texture, the embossed texture, is added, it is impossible to go back. You won't be able to stamp anything or ink blend anything additional on top. Now, after running this through my die cutting machine, I used my Platinum 6, you can see how much depth it adds. It really elevates the entire background. Now, my design shifted a little bit, and this can sometimes happen when you use stencils and 3D embossing folders. You just have to line things up better than I did here. But personally, I don't mind this for this particular card. Now, for the focal point, I used the chess and checkers die set to create this piece. It's a small set, but it gives you everything you need to build these chess elements, and they're very easy to assemble. There is an assembly guide available on the Spellbinders website. I would recommend you download it, print it, and keep it with your die set. I die cut mine from Spellbinders Color Wheel Seaside cardstock to go with my background, keeping that yellow and teal theme going. All that's left to do now is assemble my card. I'm going to adhere this onto an A2 card base and finish it off with a few black enamel dots for a little bit of extra detail. And that's my finished card. Clean, graphic, with a little bit of meaning behind it. This Checkmate collection really surprised me. It's one of those collections that look very specific at first, but once you start playing with it, you realize how many creative directions you can take. Well, that's it for me for today. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you feel inspired to create. I have links to all the products I mentioned in the video description below. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!